All right. Hello again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Daily December 2021, Day 3. So, you guys remember a little while ago, I I can't remember if I think I made I made a video about, or at least mentioning that this dude made the Critter's Guide to D&D YouTube, and I wasn't on it. And so I commented, I said, hey, it's really cool that you made a Critter's Guide to D&D YouTube. None of the people on there have actually been on the Critical Role live stream, but there is someone that's been making content for like 8 years that was physically on the Critical Role live stream. So, I mean, it makes sense if you had that dude in there. Well, William SRD, the guy that made that, has made another video of 27 more D&D YouTube people. And I made that list, and I'm super excited. I'm going to be, William, if you're watching this, I'm going to be 100% honest. I watched like the first couple minutes, and then I jumped right to where mine was just to see what you said about me, and you said very nice things, and I sincerely appreciate that. But there's two things I want to comment about. First things first. I think, recording wise, I don't have a horrible setup. I think it's pretty decent. It's obviously not top of the line or anything like that. Like, my microphone is a Blue Yeti caster, which is a mid-level kind of streaming microphone. A lot of streamers use it. And my official setup, like, you guys can't see it now because I've done this on purpose so you can see my background, but this is my actual mic, and it's probably gotten very loud right now. But I keep it that far away. First things first, because I am a projector. I come from my acting training is entirely in theater. I naturally project my voice really well, and so even when I was a professional jazz singer, I couldn't do the thing where like they eat the mic, which, by the way, that's really bad, and I've never understood why everybody does it, and it annoys the hell out of me. But because it's not great, it makes it difficult to get the sound. Like, from a sound design perspective, the only benefit of this is you can turn the gain on the mic to a point where you will literally pick up nothing else on the stage from the mic other than the vocalist when they're here. So I can totally understand that maybe that's why everybody does it. But I can't do that because I project so well that they would have to turn it down massively. So even when I was doing it professionally, I had like 3 paying gigs, 2 of which didn't cover. I didn't get paid enough to cover the cost of me getting to the gig. So I was paid. That makes me professional, but put that in perspective. But I never sang like this. I always would sing with the mic at least like a foot away from my face. So that's one reason why I keep this mic that far away. It makes it easier because I don't have to live balance anything, and it allows me to make the emphases into the things I want. The other reason is exactly what I said. I like my background, and if I had the way I have this set up, I can't get it to come under and come up to me. My arm comes over, and that's how it works. And so, literally anywhere else on my desk or anywhere else, like I have my boom arm attached to this bookshelf here, would be blocking more the thing. So, that being said, I have never realized how much less good my sound sounds than when we go from William SRD, who I'm assuming either has a mic very close or maybe using a lavalier, which is what I should be doing. Like, I can buy a lavalier mic really, really cheap. And hooking it into my computer would be a little bit more difficult. But if I did what most YouTubers do, which is they record their sound separately and then they mix it in when they edit, because it's just a better way to do it and gives you more control. I would sound a lot better. And if you watch William SRD's video on this, you hear him talking. It sounds really, really nice. It switches to me, and it sounds like he's recording it off a computer that he's pointing a mic at. And so, yeah, I just sat there going, ooh, I thought I sounded good, but I don't compare me to other people. And it may just have been the way that he captured the footage. I have no idea how he captured the footage. So it's possible that I don't sound like that. But when you compare it to the other people in the video, I just sound like I have a janky ass setup, and it made me sad. And it's nothing to do, like, he did nothing wrong. I'm absolutely flattered that he was able to do that. It made me sad. And again, eventually I need to move. To be honest, what I need to do is I need to move to a lavalier. Just get I don't even need a good lavalier. I need a decent quality lavalier that I can just wear, and like I could record it literally on my phone, because I always have my phone right next to me. And the big issue with that for me is I would have to edit every single video to add in the sound. And that's the big thing that's stopping me, because I don't edit any of these, because I physically can't handle putting that much time, especially on Daily December stuff, where that would add, even just adding in a soundtrack would add an additional anywhere from about 10 minutes to an hour, depending on how rendering wanted to work and if I needed to change anything else. And if I started actually editing like a real YouTuber, I used to script and edit all my stuff, and that adds on for the like 5 to 10 minute videos I used to do. I would have 2 to 3 hours of pre-production. I would shoot probably like 20 minutes to a half hour of footage, sometimes up to 45 minutes for a 5 to 10 minute vlog. And then editing would be another hour to 2 hours. So to put out a single video, it goes from my pre-production is actually kind of similar. I still put a couple hours into pre-production for any of my stuff. A little bit more for like the Final Fantasy 14 deep dives, where I'm like redesigning classes and that's like 4, 5, 6 hours for video. But most of my other ones, like most of the time spent is I have a little bit of pre-production, and then I record, and then I immediately upload, and then, you know, putting in timestamps or making thumbnails is the worst thing I have to do. So yeah, so that is one takeaway I got from his video. The other one, he makes a suggestion where he watched one of my videos where the video where I say I'm arguing with Matt Colville without him knowing, mostly because Matt Colville will never watch my content. He has a life, and like is an important person in society. There's no reason for him to watch this. But every so often he makes points that I disagree with strongly, and I make this. And William SRD goes, I would totally watch a series like that. I'm like, that has inspired me. Somewhere in Daily December, I will build and try out an arguing, a one-sided debate. I think he said something like a one-sided debate or something like that, and I really like that term. Just, this is my one-sided debate with blah, blah. So I'm going to, sometime in Daily December, because this is what Daily December is for me to try new things. And if they don't work, or if they're just too much work or anything like that, then I just never do them again. But Daily December is here for me to just try new weird shit. So yeah. So William, if you're watching this, thank you so much for putting me in your video. I do promise to actually go back and watch the rest, because I do want to. I've gotten to the point now where I want to start networking again, and I want to start doing collabs and things like that, just so that I'm not invisible on the internet. And I like talking to other D&D creators. So I do want to watch the rest of your stuff and get in contact with some of these, especially the small crit. Mine is like the second or third to last in the video, and my my subheading that I am under is small creators or small YouTube, something like that. The word small is in there, which for those of you that don't know, I am 6'4". Before I got sick, I weighed 330 pounds. I'm now down to like 245, 247, somewhere in there. I was as low as 230, and because I've been forcing myself to eat more, my body has finally come out of starvation mode and is just packing on the pounds as much as it can because it's afraid I'm going to starve again, which I probably am because I'm already, like, I had food poisoning this morning. Stress-induced food poisoning, super fun. Yeah, so the reason I mentioned that, I was over 6 foot freshman year of high school, and I was shaving my freshman year of high school. No one believed I was a freshman. I have not been called small since like the 5th grade. I've always been a bigger guy. And so seeing me under the small YouTube headline, I'm just like, oh. So I don't want to be small anymore. I'm going to try and do more collabs and stuff like that. And I've put it out on Twitter. I'm like, if you're watching this, if you have an RPG podcast where you talk about any kind of RPG, it doesn't have to be D&D, any kind of RPG whatsoever, I want to be on your podcast or your Twitch stream or your YouTube channel, whatever it is. And I want to sit down and talk with you about, you know, RPGs and DMing and playing and class design and game design. These are all things that I've become pretty well versed in over the years. So, yeah. So anyway, that's going to be all for today. Endwalker, the latest Final Fantasy XIV expansion early access, started at 3 a.m. today, which is why this video is being recorded at 6 p.m. because at 3 a.m. until about 10 a.m. I was playing Endwalker, and it's wonderful. And I'm not going to spoil anything about it. Yes, if you enjoy Final Fantasy, if you enjoy MMOs, you need to get Final Fantasy XIV because it is currently the best MMO on the market, hands down. It is wonderful. Anyway, that is all for me today. I will see you guys next time. All right, bye bye.